Hey guys, so today I want to talk about another BBC Three show. I am absolutely in love with their adult season just now, where there's loads of different shows on and different documentaries and things like that. Young, Dumb, Living Off Mum, Small Teen, Big World, and tonight's Glamour Models Mum and Me. When I first saw the trailer thing for this, I was like, this looks so exciting. It looks so different. There were so many questions I had, so much I wanted answers for, which is always a good thing, and I fell in love with the show straight away. Now, first of all, within the first 10 minutes, Jordan was mentioned, Katie Price, which sort of prompted me to answer a few questions about this jumper. Well, there's one question which is asked all the time. People always ask me, what does your jumper say? Because most of the time, people can only see the words team. So I'm going to stand up and show you it all with my chair. As you can see there, it says Team Price. And Team Price is, of course, Team Katie Price. Now, if you're familiar with the whole Katie and Peter thing, we fans are generally split between Team Price and Team Andre, and I am for Team Price. I adore Katie. This video isn't about Katie, but I just want to sort of say that I do adore her, and whatever bad things is said about her, I ignore because I like her. I will actually do a video about that at some point. I think that'll be in the next few weeks. I'm going to do that, I think. But I have had Team Price haters shouting things at me, like basically shouting Team Andre. People shouting Team Andre at me is quite a common occurrence, but never mind. So Glamour Models Mum and Me is all about a mother who is basically pushing her daughter into being a glamour model, which kind of goes against what most parents do. You know, most parents try and protect kids from modelling in the world of media, in the industry, and try and wrap their kids up in cotton wool from it all, because at the end of the day it is a dangerous industry. It could ruin your life if things go wrong. You know, it'll either go one way, it'll be fantastic, or it'll be rubbish. But this mother, now her name is Alicia something. I can't remember her actual name. No, it's gone from me, but I'll put it in the below bar for you. But she is actually apparently a well-known glamour model. I hadn't heard of her until this show, but I did go online and there is quite a lot about her there. So it's definitely worth sort of checking her out just to see what she's all about, really, because she is apparently often in the tabloids and things, which I did not notice. The light just flickered. And she is pushing her 14-year-old daughter Georgia into being a glamour model. And it's all about, you can see straight away that Georgia doesn't want to be a glamour model, or she's really unsure. At the beginning, she says, sorry, the lights do my head in. At the beginning, she says she either wants to be an architect, an actress, or a glamour model. Now that's quite a bit of a mix from architect to glamour model. It's not really career paths she'd combine, but you can see immediately that Georgia is very passionate about her schoolwork. She is academic. She does, you know, well, at least the way she comes across, she seems to care about her education and she wants to do well. She wants to go to university. She wants to have the brains as well as the beauty sort of thing. But her mother is like, why bother? Just go to stage school, just do this, just do that, and just focus on your modelling career. So her mother takes her off to LA to see if she can get her signed up with a modelling agency. And then while they go to LA, one of her mother's breast implants turns sideways or upside down or something. So they spend most of the trip with her mother trying to find somewhere that'll fix that for her, which sort of highlights the problems in surgery. At some point, I think it said that her mother was diagnosed with BD or something. I think they said she was either diagnosed with it or she had symptoms of it or something like that. And her mother has had, I think it was 15 breast surgery, well, I don't know if it was 15 breast implants, but she's been operated on 15 times. She's had surgery on her face and everything, so she's very addicted to plastic surgery. And she's telling her daughter, you can have implants in 2 years, and Georgia's like, well, I don't want that. So she's really, really encouraging her daughter to ruin her body, which I think is quite sick. To be honest, I can see her mother being ambitious, you know. If your daughter has potential to go into modelling, which Georgia clearly does, you know, she's got really good bone structure and everything, and she looks, you know, she's got natural beauty. She's not like half the tangoed plastic girls that you get nowadays. She is naturally quite pretty, so she does probably have potential. But when her mother was trying to push all this onto her and saying, right, you have to have surgery, you will want surgery, you know, you do this, you do that. She said, oh, we'll go and get your hair dyed blonde. Why does she have to have her hair blonde? Her hair's fine the way it is. So I think her mother is quite a bit too pushy for her own good, and I just don't think it's fair. She's trying to reincarnate herself in Georgia, and while that is something that parents quite often do, which necessarily is not always a bad thing, but she is trying to make a sort of mini-me in her daughter, and it's not necessarily a good thing in this case, because the things she's saying she should do is not healthy, it's not natural, and it's not good for her. Yes, it might help her career in the long run, but if Georgia doesn't want to do it, she shouldn't force her. Fine, if she wants it, then it's her choice, but she's really being pressured into these things, and it is not fair. So yeah, it is kind of harsh, but entertainment-wise, it is brilliant TV. There was quite a lot. While it's quite an emotional piece, because you see the conflict and the contrast between the daughter and the mother, which is really what it focuses on. It's not focusing on her being a pushy parent as such, but it's focusing on how different mother and daughter are. And while it is quite an emotional piece at times, there are so many things that are quite funny, that the mother says. She is she's quite a character, but you'll have to watch it to find out that. But I have two quotes for you which I picked up on. So the first quote is, "You'll be famous within days just because you're willing to take your top off." And that is one of the quotes from the mother, and it is definitely something worth mulling over. My first thought was, okay, nice idea there. I'm not going to share my opinion on that, mainly because it's not something I'd normally think of, but it is quite an interesting quote and something to think about. And the second one was, "Fake it till you make it," which I don't think is the best of things to say, because it's like saying be fake until you get what you want, and I don't agree with that. But some things you could probably fake until you make it. But I just realised how that sounded. But yeah, it is a fantastic show. It was on tonight. This video actually won't get uploaded till Thursday, I don't think. I've got another video that I'm trying to do, but I'm having trouble publishing it on Movie Maker. So this will either be tomorrow, but it'll probably be on Thursday. I think it's going to be repeated on BBC Three at some point, but if not, check out iPlayer. It'll be there for the next week, I imagine, and they might upload it to YouTube, because I know they do with some of their things. But it is a fantastic show. It's on for an hour. I think it was an hour, and it's just a really great show. It's very entertaining. It's quite shocking at times. It really makes you think about things, and there is a lot of things. Just now, you know, you have The Ugly Face of Beauty with Dr. Christian. I think there's another plastic surgery based show, and then this takes it to another level and shows how it affects not just you, but also the other people in your lives when it goes wrong and things. So it is really lovely, very well produced, very well put together, and I really did enjoy it. It was quite emotional. And then, so 1 minute you're feeling really upset, the next minute you're laughing at things, and it is just so lovely. Definitely worth checking out. Again, I'm sorry if it's not available to those outside of the UK. I know I do a lot of UK based programmes. If you want any more American programmes reviewed, send in your requests and I'll do them for you, I promise. There are a few I want to watch. Hearts of Fire as well. If anybody knows where I can watch Hearts of Fire online, please let me know, because it was on YouTube and I could watch it. I watched the first episode, and then whoever had uploaded it to YouTube decided to make it, they decided to lock it, which means that I can't watch it outside, you can't watch it outside of the States. So I'm probably going to end up having to buy the DVD, which I can't do just now because I've got other stuff to save for and I can't afford that just now. But if you know where I can watch that, please let me know. Any other requests, etc., as usual. Feel free to leave your comments on this show, whether you like it or anything like that. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!